प्रॉब्लेम नाही. आता कॅमेरा मधला हलवा फक्त इकडनं. समीरला हलवा. 2 मिनिटं थांबा फक्त. हे साईड आहे व्हिडिओग्राफर साईड आता इकडनं जरा थोडी. लिया ना हम लोग समीर ये करीना मैम एक फोटो करते ना इधर. थोड़ा आगे थोड़ा आगे मैम. फील क्लियर.
लेफ्ट में यो.
करीना जी लेफ्ट में. करीना जी लेफ्ट. करीना जी लेफ्ट में. मैम लेफ्ट.
सेंटर करिए.
करीना जी सेंटर. करीना जी सेंटर लेफ्ट.
सोलो चाहिए मैडम का.
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू.
Dr. Pradeep Haldar, Ms. Rajesh Chandrasekhar and Dr. Dagan Gupta to please join Ms. Kapoor Khan on stage.
And I will just take 2 minutes to set the tone by giving the 3 frontiers for the survival in India. First and foremost is the need to focus on the newborn. India accounts for 1/4 of the newborn deaths in the world still. And a lot needs to be done to reduce neonatal deaths, which are totally preventable. Second is the care of the girl child. We have done enough to reduce child mortality, but we have not done enough to reduce the mortality of the girl child. It will not be enough. We need to make sure every child reaches the full potential. An investment in early childhood development can raise the economic potential of the nation by 25%. Once again, we are very proud as Unicef to be the part of this journey for the last 70 years. And I assure you full commitment and support on behalf of Unicef to be the part of this journey. And without you, who are the center stage of this journey, the journey will never be achieved. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Ms. Chandrasekhar to please speak a few words.
You heard the story of Government of India and the story of routine immunization successes. Let me tell you the story how Maharashtra contributed to that success, because then you will situate this whole discussion and the role of media in that context. We recently concluded, among other public health campaigns, a very large measles rubella campaign, which aimed and actually reached 95% of those 3 crore children in this state whose age was from 9 months to about 15 years. The idea was to eliminate measles, and the idea was to control rubella infection, especially in pregnancy, because it could lead to congenital diseases or defects in the children. This campaign involved a lot of social media. Yes, there was the technical part that went, but I think more importantly was a huge social media campaign in which radio played a very large part in passing out those messages to those audience in the manner that they will understand, not in the manner that is understood by you and me sitting in this room, but in a manner which is easily comprehensible, in a manner that is easy to understand, and has actually helped overcome barriers. So the measles rubella campaign is an example of what can happen. And part of the plan was also to look at leaders, religious leaders, who would actually promote the messages down to the communities in which they had a lot of influence. Important to this was also using whom we call, there's an agency called CREDAI, and you know that Maharashtra has a huge urban population with a lot of construction activities. We did involve the Construction and Development Association of India, and through their outlets, improved the outreach of this measles rubella campaign as part of this. We also supported and extended this campaign to prisons, not because mothers were convicts, but because their children were too young to be separated from the mothers, and hence even prisons got the outreach of the measles rubella campaign. And today we can say with a bit of pride, not a bit, quite a lot, that with the active support of the state government of Maharashtra and other partners like WHO, the Rotary, the Lions, the religious leaders, the community influencers, and last but not the least, the radio, we have managed to reach out to what we would call a very considerably successful outreach of the measles rubella campaign, and now we await the rollout of the rotavirus. So it's thanks to all of you, to the creativity, to the design that has helped us reach where we are today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I also request Dr. Pradeep Haldar to say a few words and update us on the state of immunization in India.
Thank you very much. The immunization program that we have in this country is the largest in the world. We target almost 26.7 million children and almost 29 million pregnant mothers every year. That's a huge target that we are looking at. We recently also concluded measles rubella campaigns in 32 states and union territories. And in each of these states and union territories, we have covered more than 96 to 98% of our target beneficiaries, which were 9 months to 15 years, and more than 31 crores, I would say, the beneficiaries has been vaccinated with measles rubella. We have introduced rotavirus in 2016 in 11 states. Now we are in the process of introducing this rotavirus nationwide, and by September, October of this year, the rotavirus will be nationwide and it will prevent children from diarrhea. So this one of the commonest cause that we see for under 5 mortality is diarrhea and pneumonia. When we talk about the pneumonia, we did introduce measles way back in 1978. But when we are looking at the other pneumonia, the pentavalent vaccine was another vaccine which we started introducing in 2011 to address to the pneumonia. And now we have also introduced pneumococcal pneumonia, which is in the 5 states in this country. So when we started the program, we had 6 vaccine preventable disease for which we were giving vaccines. Today, we have more than almost 12 vaccines preventable disease that we are targeting. It's not the question of targeting the vaccines with the new disease, but when we look at the milestone that we have achieved polio eradication. The last case was reported in 2011. We also have eliminated maternal and neonatal tetanus. That's one of the causes of deaths in the children. And this is also been achieved in 2016, the MNT validated and eliminated. So we are looking at milestone, but I would say that the basic vaccines, we need to see that every children gets these basic vaccines and they get benefited out of this national immunization program. So I would say this is a very good platform really to see that each and every parents knows the benefit of vaccines and the program which is coming from Government of India to the entire population. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Ms. Kareena Kapoor Khan, known for her commitment towards women and child issues, to deliver a special address and share her experiences on immunization.
Firstly, happy 70th birthday to Unicef, to an institution that has been doing such brilliant work. It's an absolute honor, actually, to be a celebrity advocate for UNICEF. But today I'm also that, but I also wear another hat today, which I'm very proud of, which is of a radio jockey. So I'm also one of y'all. I had a show last year which was What Women Want, actually. The name was What Women Want. But I think today we're gathered here to discuss what mothers want, what families want, what fathers want. That is where the UNICEF campaign comes in, Every Child Alive. What they want is every child, wherever, however, whatever, in whatever condition they are born, they have to be alive. That's all that we want. And I know, being an RJ, the power of what radio jockeys have, the influence that they have over the masses, pan-India. I think एक आवाज़ की गूंज से एक रेडियो जॉकी की आवाज़ पहचानी जाती है, and जो I love hearing my favorite radio jockeys, and if they say something, I think their voice kind of resonates with the entire nation. And that's why I'm so happy to have partnered with Radio4Child Awards, to have all of y'all here who have worked tirelessly day in and day out to spread the message of our campaign, Every Child Alive, to educate, empower, engage so many mothers out there, so many young mothers, so many families, fathers who have no idea on immunization, who have no idea on health boosters, who have probably no knowledge. And all of you guys and the power of radio have actually done that. And that's why we're here today. And I am so very grateful for that. The government also has been tirelessly working to provide services, pan-India to all the mothers. I think one example which I have is, when I actually delivered Taimur, the first thing I was also worried about was that the first thing I asked the doctor was that, how do I protect him from pneumonia? How do I protect him from the hundreds of diseases that, I've been hearing of? And what I thought when he presented me the immunization chart, that was something that I actually held on to. It was something that I was like, this is what it is for my child to be alive. And when I realized what I felt, my heart went out to so many of those mothers across the nation who possibly don't even know that this exists. And I think that is why this cause is so close to my heart, because it's something that I relate to. It's something that I keep track of. It's something that I know that, okay, abhi 6 mahine baad, this is what I need to do. This is what I have to do to protect my child. So if I am doing it, I want all the young mothers, first-time mothers, to have to understand that this is just a necessity. And if I can lend my voice to it, I think this is something that, I've taken it upon myself. We're actually just 2 days away from Mother's Day. I actually had to be also reminded by my own mother that, it's 2 days to Mother's Day. And so please come and have lunch with me, because I have been very busy. But this Mother's Day, I want to make a pledge that we all in this room, of course, we're all like-minded, we're all here for the same cause, but we have to make a pledge to keep every child alive. And that's all that I think I would want this Mother's Day as a gift. Of course, donate to UNICEF, be a part of our program. I think that is something that I would want. And I'm just so happy that I can personally be here to congratulate all the all the radio jockeys for their work. So thank you so much. Every Child Alive is a dream. It is a vision that UNICEF and I have. But it is a dream that very slowly and steadily we are making come true. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for such motivating and encouraging words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we had been waiting for has arrived. So without any further ado, let's straight away begin the Radio4Child Awards presentation ceremony. To give away the first set of awards, may I request Mr. KG Suresh and Mr. Munish Gupta to also join the guests on the stage. So the award this year has had 2 themes: routine immunization with focus on measles, rubella, and end violence against children with special focus on child sexual abuse. Our first set of awards will be given to the radio journalists from All India Radio and for the routine immunization theme. The nominees for the best promo on routine immunization AIR are Yunus Khan, Vivid Bharti, Mumbai, for Tandurasti Ka Tohfa, and Namrata Falke, AIR Aurangabad, for Khasre Ka Virus. And the winner for the award of Best Promo on Routine Immunization AIR is Namrata Bhalke, AIR Aurangabad for Khasre Ka virus. Next category, Best Jingle on Routine Immunization AIR. We had only one entry, so the winner of the Best Jingle on Routine Immunization AIR is Shivaji Khatwate, AIR Aurangabad for Rubella Chi Kahani. For the next award, I would also like to invite Mr. Prasoon Sen, Communication Specialist, UNICEF, Hyderabad, on the stage. The next category, Best PSA on Routine Immunization AIR, two had only one entry. So the winner is Sudhakar Reddy, AIR Hyderabad, for Mr. Vaccination, Our Way in Every Frontier. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Prasoon Sen. Moving on to the next category, the nominees for Best Radio Spot on Routine Immunization AIR are Jagdish Adhikari, AIR Jaipur, Odisha, for Kuch Shab Teeke Ke Liye, Unmesh Valimbe, AIR Aurangabad, for Lasikaran Jeevan Ka Mooladhar, Praful Tambe, AIR Mumbai, for Dr. Behenji. And the award goes to Unmesh Valimbe, AIR Aurangabad, for Lasikaran Jeevan Ka Mooladhar. Our next category, Best RJ Link Routine Immunization AIR, also had only one nomination. So the winner is Suvayan Bala, AIR Kolkata, for When It's Mr. Immunization, No Question of Procrastination. With that, we come to the end of awards for routine immunization AIR. Thank you, Ms. Chandrasekhar, Dr. Gagan Gupta, and Mr. KG Suresh, and Mr. Munish Gupta for joining us. I would like to invite Mr. Abhay Gaur, President PTC, and Nipun Gupta, Communication Specialist, UNICEF Bihar, to join us for the next set of awards with Ms. Kareena Kapoor Khan. The next theme is End Violence Against Children with focus on child sexual abuse for AIR. The nominees for Best Promo on Child Sexual Abuse AIR are Vinay Shri, AIR Kurukshetra, for Mummy Ki Pari, Mamta Singh, Vivid Bharti Mumbai, for Good Touch, Bad Touch, Nitin Deshpande, AIR Aurangabad, for Child Helpline, Bachon Ki Lifeline. And the Best Promo on Child Sexual Abuse AIR award goes to Mr. Vinay Shri, AIR Kurukshetra, for Mummy Ki Pari. The next category, the nominations for Best Jingle on Child Sexual Abuse AIR are Praful Tambe, AIR Mumbai, for Safe Touch, Zubair Khan, AIR FM Gold, Mumbai. Praful Tambe, again AIR for Nachao Dhasa. And the winner for the best jingle on child sexual abuse AIR is Praful Tambe, AIR Mumbai for Nachao Dhasa. Thank you, Mr. Nipun Gupta and Mr. Abhay Gaur, for joining us. For the next set of awards, I would like to invite Mr. Uday Chawla, Gitanjali Master, Communication Specialist, UNICEF, and Sonia Sarkar, Communication Officer, UNICEF. Please join us on stage. The nominees for Best PSA Child Sexual Abuse AIR are Vijaya, AIR Hyderabad, for your attention please. Sohan Kapoor, AIR Jalandhar, for Bunyad, the foundation. Suresh Kumar and Shalini Mittal, AIR New Delhi, for Chup Mat Rahiye. And Shehnaz Kaura and Santosh Rishi, AIR Jalandhar, for Maa Baap Nu Dasso Zarur. And the winner for the Best PSA Child Sexual Abuse AIR are Suresh Kumar and Shalini Mittal, AIR Delhi, for Chup Mat Rahiye. The next category, nominations for Best Spot on Child Sexual Abuse AIR, are Rajiv Ranjan, AIR Patna, for Bacche Ki Suraksha. Lilima Matthew, AIR Kochi, for Let Our Little One's Childhood Be Full of Innocence. And Meenu Khare, AIR Bareilly, for Password Se Safety. The winner of the Best Spot on Child Sexual Abuse AIR is Meenu Khare, AIR Bareilly. The nominees for Best RJ Link Child Sexual Abuse AIR are Aarti Malhotra FM Rainbow for Baat Kare, Share Kare. Aarti Malhotra again for Civic Sense. And Sushma Narula, AIR Jaipur, for Chup Mat Rahiye, Awaaz Uthaye. And the winner for the Best RJ Link Child Sexual Abuse AIR is Sushma Narula, AIR Jaipur, for Chup Mat Rahiye, Awaaz Uthaye. With that, we come to an end to the awards for All India Radio. Let's give a huge round of applause to all the winners. We thank you, Mr. Chawla, Gitanjali, and Sonia for joining us. May I now request Ms. Rama Mohan and Mr. Rajiv Shukla to join us to give away the next set of awards. This is awards to RJs from private FM, and we will start with the routine immunization first. The nominees for Best Promo on routine immunization private FM are Payal Sharma, Red FM Dehradun, for Gabbar Bhi 5 Saal 7 Saal. Barkha Pandey, Radio City Patna, for Niyamit Teekakaran. And Rafia Rahim and Samim Khan, for Radio Mirchi, Srinagar, for Bacche Hain, Wadi Ki Shaan. The winner for the Best Promo for routine immunization private FM is Payal Sharma, Red FM Dehradun, for Gabbar Bhi 5 Moving to the next category, the nominees for Best Jingle on Routine Immunization Private FM, Payal Sharma, Red FM Dehradun for Rap Marke, Upasana Kaur, Fever FM, Bengaluru for Bacche Ki Udan, Subhash Krishna, Radio Mirchi, Patna for Ye Muskan. The winner for Best Jingle, Routine Immunization, Private FM is Payal Sharma, Red FM Dehradun for Rap Marke. The nominees for the Best PSA for Routine Immunization Private FM are Subhash Krishna and RJ Apurva, Radio Mirchi Patna for Baat Pate Ki, Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur for Tika Karan Announcement, Hina, Radio Mirchi Amritsar for Bimariyon Ki Nazar, and Koyal and Shrikant, Radio Chocolate Odisha for Asha Didi. And the winners for Best PSA for Routine Immunization Private FM are actually joint winners for this category, Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur, and Hina. Nominees for the Best Spot Routine Immunization Private FM, Subhash Krishna and Shashi Bhushan, Radio Mirchi Patna for Mr. Vaccine, Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur for Swasth Zindagi, Rocky and Abbas, Red FM New Delhi for Notice Board. The winner for Best Spot on Routine Immunization Private FM is Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur. The nominees for Best RJ Link on Routine Immunization Private FM are Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur for Mausam Chachu, Sam, Radio Mirchi Amritsar for Maid Ki Diwali, Komal, Radio Chocolate Odisha for Mr. Tika. And the winner for the Best RJ Link on Routine Immunization is Komal, Radio Chocolate Odisha for Mr. With that, we come to the end of the awards for routine immunization for private FM. And thank you, Mr. Rajiv Shukla and Ms. Rama Mohan. The next set of 5 awards is for creative messages on end violence against children, child sexual abuse. I would like to invite Mr. K.C. Sinha, Assistant Director, AIR, and Mr. Nimish Kapoor, Scientist, Vigyan Prasad, to join us on stage. The nominees for Best Promo on Child Sexual Abuse Private FM are RJ Nishant and RJ Iqbal, Radio Mirchi Jammu for Be Your Child's Superhero. Kshitij Singh, Radio Mirchi Raipur for hashtag Save Girl Child. Nivi and Shrikant, Radio Chocolate, Bhubaneswar for Ruchi Ka Dar. And the winners for the best promo on child sexual abuse private FM are Nivi and Shrikant, Radio Chocolate, Bhubaneswar for Ruchi Ka Dar. The next category is Best Jingle on Child Sexual Abuse Private FM. And the nominees are RJ Nishant and RJ Iqbal of Radio Mirchi Jammu for Mummy Ko Sab Batana Hai. Harjaspreet Singh and Harsh Shrotrikia, Radio Mirchi Chandigarh for Thodi Sharam Karo. Parvez Bateja, Radio Mirchi Amritsar for Khushiyon Wali Diwali. The winner of the best jingle are RJ Nishant and RJ Iqbal from Radio Mirchi Jammu. The nominees for Best PSA on Child Sexual Abuse Private FM are Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur for Scoreboard, Anshu Priya, Radio Dhoom Jharkhand for Chuppi Todo, Divya Vasudev, Radio City Delhi for Tau. And the winner for the Best PSA is Anshu Priya, Radio Dhoom Jharkhand. The next category is Best Spot on Child Sexual Abuse Private FM. Animesh Shukla, My FM Raipur for Bachon Ko Dost Banaiye. Sampark and Sangram, Radio Chocolate Bhubaneswar for Brave Boy. Anil, Radio Chocolate Bhubaneswar for Ek Chocolate Ki Keemat. And the winners for Best Spot on Child Sexual Abuse are Sampark and Sangram, Radio Chocolate Bhubaneswar for Brave Boy. Thank you, Mr. Kapoor and Mr. Sinha, for being with us on stage. I would like to now invite Mr. Anil Gulati, Communication Specialist, UNICEF, Madhya Pradesh, and Mr. Neeraj Agarwal, Additional Director General Programs, Western Region, on stage, All India Radio, to please give away the next set of awards. For Stay Safe, Bachpan Bachaiye, Nilanjan Mukherjee, Big FM Kolkata, for Understand the Unsaid Words. Vashish Thakkar, Radio Mirchi Ahmedabad, for I Hate Chocolates. The winner for the Best PSA RJ Link on Child Sexual Abuse Private FM is Vinny Bharti, My FM Indore, for Stay Safe, Bachpan Bachaiye. Thank you, Mr. Gulati and Mr. Agarwal, for joining us. With that, we come to an end of our awards for Private FM. Let's have a huge round of applause for all the winners. Going forward, the jury has appreciated the fact that entries have come from remotest parts of the country, including J&K, along with exemplary work being done by community radio stations. So I would like to invite Ms. Prakashini Jaiswal, Pradhan of Gram Panchayat Chandwara Village, to join us on stage. Dr. Gagan Gupta, Chief of Health, UNICEF, and Mr. KG Suresh, former DG IIMC, to present the next set of awards. Ms. Jaiswal is known for creating the child-friendly Gram Panchayat in her village and instituting a cycle bank for adolescent girls so that they can reach schools on a timely basis. And she has 100% immunization in her Gram Panchayat. So to announce, we have special mentions. Kailash Patra and Gaurahari Biswal from SOA Community Radio Bhubaneswar. May we please have you on stage. Can we please have a huge round of applause? We also have a special mention, Mr. Anand Gupta and Rajneesh Tiwari from BBD Lucknow. Please come on stage. There are 3 more community radio stations who could not make it to the event today, but I would like to mention their names. Vivek Raj from Radio Vishwas, Nasik. Dinesh Mohapatra from Radio Muskan, Odisha. Anil Deshmukh and J.M. Shete from Beed, Maharashtra. Let's give a huge round of applause to them as well. As per the Radio4Child Awards rules, the entries have to be of a maximum of 3 minutes. However, we have received some creatives that go beyond this time limit. However, we received one creative that is of 8 minutes, and as per the rules was not really eligible for the awards, but the jury was so impressed with the creativity and emotional chord that the RJ has been able to build that an exception to give a special mention award was made, and the award goes to RJ Tina from Red FM Bhopal. Thank you, Ms. Jaiswal. Thank you, Mr. KG Suresh and Mr. Gagan Gupta, Dr. Haldar. And we have had, it's an honor to have had you, all of you here. Thank you. We thank Ms. Kareena Kapoor Khan for joining us for the award function today here. Please, a huge round of applause for the UNICEF Celebrity Advocate.
जाओ गेट पे जाओ, पीछे वाले गेट पे जाओ जिसको सेल्फी चाहिए।
एसोसिएशन के साथ जुड़ना काफ़ी काबिल तारीफ होता है, तो क्या कहना चाहती हैं, आप कितनी एक्साइटेड हैं और क्या कुछ फील करती हैं?
यूनिसेफ के साथ काफ़ी कुछ किया है साथ में, काफ़ी काम हुआ है साथ में, बट आई थिंक ये कैंपेन को लेकर, एवरी चाइल्ड अलाइव कैंपेन को लेकर, आई थिंक दिस इज़ द क्लोजेस्ट that it can get to my heart, क्योंकि I think now after becoming a mother and giving birth to Taimur, I think that वो automatically एक feeling सी आ जाती है that you feel responsible that to kind of spread the message that how we can protect your child, how we can keep every child alive. So I think that ये एक natural सा association हो गया that I feel is मैं मना भी नहीं कर सकती थी, and also something that I wanted to do from inside of me,
आप खुद एक माँ हैं, टीकाकरण इम्यूनाइजेशन के मुद्दे पर एज अ मदर किस तरह से आप बाकी रूरल एरियाज के लोगों को जोड़ के बात करें?
आई थिंक गवर्नमेंट अपना काम तो कर ही रही है. आई थिंक दे आर वर्किंग टायरलेसली प्रोवाइडिंग सर्विसेज, एंड जैसे आपने देखा कि हमारे रेडियो जॉकीज़ ने किस तरह का काम किया है. कम्युनिटी रेडियो की तरफ से भी हर डिफरेंट अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस में भी अवेयरनेस स्प्रेड किया जा रहा है हमारी तरफ से. तो कोशिश तो जारी है, और ऑफ कोर्स सपना है दैट वी विल have every child alive, but as long as progress चल रहा है, I think we are very happy in that.
Okay, करीना, इसी के साथ में वैक्सीनेशन को लेके मतलब लोगों की जो गांव होते हैं, गांव खेड़े जो होते हैं, उनकी मतलब राय एक अलग है, मतलब कि बच्चे बीमार हो जाते हैं, उनको बुखार हो जाता है, इस तरीके से, तो उनको क्या कहना चाहेंगे, अब क्या मैसेज?
But I think इसी होप में हम चल रहे हैं कि whenever they, जब वो हमारी बातें सुनेंगे, जब हम वो हमारी कैंपेन्स देखेंगे, when they kind of see, and also जैसे कि कहा किसी ने अंदर, that they have roped in religious leaders also to kind of convince them that how important immunization is, how important it is. I think एक बच्चे के पहली 2 साल जिंदगी का I think is the most important. So if we are trying from every resource to kind of reach out to rural India.
आप माओं को, अभी मातृत्व दिवस होने जा रहा है 2 दिन बाद, माओं को क्या संदेश देंगी कि इस बार के मातृत्व दिवस के बाद अपने बच्चों का किस बारे में विशेष ख्याल रखें?
आई थिंक इतना सब कुछ कहना है, देयर इज सो मच टू टॉक अबाउट इट, बट आई थिंक बच्चों की सेफ्टी एक तरफ एंड टीकाकरण एक तरफ. आई थिंक दीज आर 2 मैसेजेस दैट आई बिलीव इन, विच आई वुड, जो मैं अपने बच्चे के लिए करूँगी, जो मैं तैमूर के लिए करूँगी, आई थिंक दैट इज समथिंग विच आई वुड वांट ऑल मदर्स अक्रॉस इंडिया टू डू.
करीना, साथ ही साथ अब बच्चों की बात हो रही है, इसके साथ साथ वुमेंस पे, जो वुमेंस मैच्योर हैं, उनके साथ भी काफ़ी चीज़ें आती हैं सामने, उसके बारे में आपके क्या थॉट है, क्या कुछ कहना चाहती है, लाइक हैरेसमेंट, एक्सटॉर्शन?
वेल, आई थिंक दैट ऑफ कोर्स आई थिंक एक माइंडसेट की बात है, बट आई थिंक विमेन नाउ आर, दे आर द पायनियर्स. आई थिंक आप जहाँ भी देखो, आई थिंक विमेन आर लीडिंग इन एवरी फील्ड. If you go to see in the room also today, there is maximum number of, जब आप रेडियो जॉकीज को भी देखें, आई थिंक आज मैं देख रही थी कि there were more female radio jockeys than male. So I think women are very smart, very alert, and they know exactly how to handle themselves, and I think we are come out to be fighters. So I think we'll just have to keep our head high, keep ourselves strong, and I think we'll be able to resolve all the issues.
So साथ ही साथ आपकी फिल्म के बारे में बता दें कि क्या शेड्यूल है, कब से शूट कर रहे हैं, उसके बारे में, या हिंदी मीडियम की तरफ?
हाँ, अभी आई थिंक एंड गुड न्यूज़ तो रिलीज़ होने वाली है दिसंबर में, एंड आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी गुड फिल्म, और कास्ट भी बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग है, बिकॉज दिलजीत दोसांझ है, अक्षय कुमार है, कियारा अडवाणी एंड अस टुगेदर. So I think for amazing actors, I think people should expect a fun ride for sure.
Okay, करीना, इसी के साथ में 2 बड़ी फिल्में एक साथ रिलीज होने वाली हैं, दबंग 3 एंड आपकी गुड न्यूज़. तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
नहीं, आई थिंक 1 हफ्ते बाद आएगी हमारी फिल्म, 1 या 2 हफ्ते बाद आएगी हमारी फिल्म, एंड ऑल्सो दबंग एंड गुड न्यूज़ में कुछ कंपैरिजन नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ फिल्म.
एक समय पे आने पे आपसे लगता है ऑडियंस में लगी बढ़ जाएगी?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक सो. आई थिंक आवर ऑडियंस इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम देम.
Congratulations for taking this initiative. You have also been RJ yourself.
जी.
Do you think you were taking some issues or matters which were more mature and with the celebrities? Any plans for taking a show for children?
Yes. So, जैसे मैंने कहा that what women want, we took up topics that probably not many people had addressed also. बहुत सारे लोगों, बहुत सारी औरतें सामने से आके कभी बात नहीं की. But on what women want, our radio show, people were coming and addressing topics like that. So, there will be a season 2, but we don't know the topic yet. It could also be what men want.
I'm sorry.
One Mother's Day wish.
Mother's Day wish.
After that.
No more, please. I'm sorry, we cannot.
I have taken a question regarding the video. One thing more. Would you like your legacy of your family with RK Studios to be continued? As we are talking already about it, do you think, as being suggested, a museum should come up? So what's your thought of this?
I think RK की legacy already आगे बढ़ चुकी है और पहले तो लड़कियों ने बहुत आगे बढ़ाया. करिश्मा ने पहले किया, फिर मैंने किया और अब रणबीर आगे बढ़ा रहा है. तो I think हमारे performances से and the kind of work that we're doing, हमारी legacy तो आगे बढ़ ही रही है. And of course हमारे बच्चे भी इंशाल्लाह एक दिन आगे बढ़ाएंगे. Well, I wish all the mothers a very, very happy Mother's Day. Don't forget to wish your own mothers. Of course, me being a mother feels this, but pick up the phone, wish your mother, give her a tight hug, because that's what I am expecting and waiting from my son.
Everybody please leave. Actually, people are waiting outside. People, your friends are on the radio, please hold my